Oh man, I am like literally doing this in the nick of time today. Oh, wrong camera. I'm over here. Ooh, this is like cutting it very, very close with you guys today because I am just stacked up with meetings today on this Friday. I love it when my Fridays are stacked up with meetings. What about you? You get a lot of meetings on Friday, or are you looking to just chill out and coast into the weekend? Boy, I really hope you want those meetings because that's the way we grow businesses. That's the way we grow businesses over here. You over here who's watching me from the side. We grow businesses by looking at every single day as an opportunity to grow a business. And if Friday is your day to chill out, I'm sorry, my man, or my woman, or my whatever you are, I'm sorry, it's just not going to work for you. You've got to be focused and you've got to get the job done. And that means Fridays is one of those days. Stack yourself up with meetings on Fridays because that is how we build a business. All right, let's check in with the streams. I don't know where that even came from. I got to mute this. I got to mute these so that you don't keep hearing me all over the place. Listen, I don't know. Oh, clearly, hang on. I didn't even really set up the Facebook one. And I know people love to see me on Facebook. So it looks like I should probably click go live there. I should probably go over here to LinkedIn and click go live. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I've been live on YouTube for a while. So here we are. I'm going to go wherever the chat is. I'll go wherever the chat is. Let me just mute this away. Chat looks like it's going to be happening on LinkedIn. All right, so here's what we're talking about today. Got a very interesting question come into me today. And it was a statement and a question. And it came into me through my messaging platform. And that question was very simple. The question was, I am struggling to grow my business. What should I do? And what a profound question that is, because the question is so simple, but the answer might seem like it's very complex. I'm here to tell you today, the answer is not as complex as many people would lead you to believe. When you're struggling to grow your business, the answer is actually super simple. And actually it involves the word simple. The answer is to simplify. And I'm telling you, once you take action and start to simplify everything in your life and in your business, and I'm checking in on the streams as I'm doing this, as you start to simplify everything and in your life and in your business, you are going to find that things just open up for you. Looks like LinkedIn is frozen. Sorry if you're over there watching me on a frozen stream. Facebook, I never really fully set up the stream either. Who knows why? Because I'm dumb sometimes. But let's get to this. When you're struggling to grow your business, I really wish LinkedIn wasn't frozen. I don't know, people. Let me know if LinkedIn is frozen, if you're there. I'm going to try refreshing the screen, see if that makes a difference. So, yeah, who knows? You're struggling to land your first client, but when you're struggling to grow your business, you're struggling to land clients in the first place. And when you're struggling to land clients, it can feel like you are just pushing uphill and everything feels much more difficult than it needs to be. But the reality is, if you simplify everything, it's going to open everything up for you. So let's talk about what that means. And before I forget, if you are serious about growing a business and you maybe have had a little bit of success, a couple of clients, but you're really looking to compound your efforts and trying to grow that business faster, I would love to spend some time with you. And if you just hop on my calendar, the link is right here. Hop on Prouty.me. I am going to brainstorm with you and come up with some things that you can start doing right away to start growing that business. That's what that link is there for. Gets you on my calendar, lets us brainstorm. And heck, while we're there, I'm even going to tell you about what it's like to be mentored by me, to come into my programs. And if that's something that you want to do, great. If it's something that you don't want to do, well, that's great too. Let's just at least get you going. So how do you simplify things in your business so that you can start moving forward rapidly? The first thing you have to do is look at how you're attracting clients and ask yourself the question, are the people that I'm seeking to serve people who inspire me and people who I really wish to be around? You see, when you are working for people who you're not inspired to work for, you're going to have a very hard time attracting them to you because you give off a vibe that is going to prevent them from wanting to work with you. It's very simple. You give off a vibe in anything that you do in business. And if you're serving a group of people who don't inspire you, they're going to be able to tell, right? They're going to know that you're really just trying to market to them to get their money, but you're truly not interested in serving them. So that's why the very first thing you have to do is simplify who you're trying to attract to your business and who you're trying to attract as clients. And when you're able to simplify that and you zoom right in on the people that you truly wish to work for, they're going to resonate with that. That's going to be how you get your first client very quickly, or your next client very quickly, is just by zooming in on the people that you truly wish to serve. I got to keep an eye on the time because I do have a meeting coming up. And I want to make sure I get to that. I'm actually meeting with somebody who wants to come into my flagship program, Growth Galvanized, which is a collection of high-performing elite entrepreneurs who get together with me 3 times a week, and we do things like this, but at a much deeper level. If that sounds intriguing to you, I'd love to tell you about it. You just hop on, boom, there it is, the calendar link. Hop on Prouty.me, tell you all about it. We'd love to share that information with you. All right, where was I? We're talking about simplifying. And you simplify your audience. That's the very first thing you do. Simplify your audience, especially when it comes to attracting clients to you. Simplify the people that you're speaking to and zoom in on just the people that you love to be around. In fact, I was meeting today with some clients in the UK. They run a company called Scale. And at Scale, they work with you, if you're a musician, they work with you to write, record, and release an EP in 12 weeks, which is a phenomenally short amount of time. And they've worked with musicians all over the world. And there are 3 people that run that organization, and they are just incredibly inspiring people. And I love spending time with them and strategizing and troubleshooting. They are advisory private clients of mine, and that's the kind of thing that we do. And we unlocked some really beautiful things for them to start working on today. So that's how it works for me. I only work with people who inspire me. And you might be asking, who is it that inspires you, Chris? I can kind of hear you asking that. It's entrepreneurs, it's business owners. It's people who are trying to have an impact on their industry, who want to be seen as an authority, and who want people coming to them for service, and they don't have to do that annoying reach out that we see so many desperate people doing. You might be one of those desperate people who is slamming people with a sales pitch in your private messages the second you get connected on LinkedIn. That doesn't work. Nobody wants that. And people can tell that you're not inspired to be working with them when you do that. So the people who inspire me most are the entrepreneurs, the experts, the business owners who want to have tremendous impact on their markets and who want to be seen as the authorities. I want you to be that person as well. I want you to be the kind of person who has a business that makes an impact, and you're seen as that authority, you're seen as that expert, and they trust you, and you are the sole source for the solutions that they seek. And the only way to do that is to simplify the audience that you're talking to. That's step number 1 in simplification. Step number 2, you have got to get your social media under control. Look, it is not your fault that you are attracted to every single new thing that comes out, and you just want to try every new gadget or every new widget or every new platform or every new feature. Oh my gosh, you've got to calm down. It's not your fault. It's just the way you're wired, and you're constantly getting bored with what you're doing, and you're being attracted to the new thing, and that new thing is untested, unproven. You don't know if it's going to work. Why do you want to be the person that tests it out? Sure, 1 in 100 tries you might get it, but my word, did you know that email, plain old boring email, still has like a 400 times return on investment? Why on earth are you exploring new stupid little things that these platforms are testing on you when you could be just falling back on the simple things that you should be doing? What are the simple things? You should be creating valuable content that educates your market. You should be at every turn seeking to help the people that you wish to serve in advance of you even trying to sell to them. And you should be doing it in the simplest way possible. That is free posts in your social media feeds, going live, teaching things, creating great content, and educating every step of the way. When you do that, all of these little things, and I know, and some of my clients are really big into the pointing in the air and touching the words in the air. It's just not for me. It just doesn't work for me. It works for them. It doesn't work for me. And that's their simplification, is just doing that. Do the simple things that just work and that have worked forever. You know, what I often tell people in my private mastermind, which is called Growth Galvanized, this is the group of elite people that we meet 3 times a week. What I tell them every single time is that you've just got to figure out the boring thing that you can do over and over again. And when you do it consistently is the word. When you do it consistently, you're going to get phenomenal results, because the platforms reward consistency. Write that down. What do they reward? Consistency. And when you do things consistently on the platform is going to give you more visibility. When you start trying to trick things out and trying to do the things that you've never done before, that the platforms are just releasing, you're becoming the test market for that new feature. I don't want to be the test market for the new feature. I want to do the stuff that just works over and over and over again. And that's what I teach to the people that are in my programs. And that's why they get phenomenal results. I have many clients who come to me and show me their bank statements. You don't have to do that, by the way, but they show me their bank statements. I have, people that have come to me that have made more in the first 2 quarters of 2022 than they've made in their entire lives. In their entire lives. And that's very rewarding to me, because I'm doing something that inspires me for people who inspire me, and I'm doing it and I'm simplifying every step of the way. Okay, so if you're struggling to grow your business, you're struggling to find those clients, you have to simplify. Simplify your audience, simplify the mechanisms that you deliver content to your audience. And then finally, the third point is simplify your messaging. You're getting overwhelmed trying to be all things to all people. You're getting overwhelmed by trying to produce too much content that goes in too many different directions. You just need to simplify. And the problem that you have, and I'm talking directly to you now, the problem that you have is that you're so caught up in what you do, you don't realize that the people who are hiring you don't understand what you do at the level at which you do. And so you're forgetting about the fact that they're at level 0. And they're looking to hire someone to bring them up and to help them out. They're at level 0. You're at level 100. You're talking at level 100 to them. They can't understand a word you're saying. You haven't simplified your messaging because you're so into what you do that it's just a part of you. You know what they call that? They call that the curse of knowledge. You're cursed with the knowledge that you have, and that's preventing you from talking at the level of the prospect that's looking to hire you. And you see this all the time. And you know what it is? It's people who are looking to do what they call intelligence signaling. They're looking to do intelligence signaling. I know people that do this. I have a friend who's a doctor, and they use the big long words all the time that only doctors would know. And when they talk in those terms, they're intelligence signaling. They're letting you know that's they're letting you know that they're at some point in their career because they're using big words that you don't know. Well, guess what? When you do that from a marketing perspective, you are completely, I almost swore, I'm not going to swear. Back over here. I'm not going to swear. That was a fast transition. I'm not going to swear. You are screwing yourself when you do that. When you can't get yourself to the level of the person that you're talking to. And all you're doing is intelligence signaling to make yourself feel better about yourself. You know what's going to make you feel better about yourself? When you get more clients. That's what's going to make you feel better about yourself. Keeping an eye on the time. I got 5 minutes. So forget the intelligence signaling. Forget trying to talk at this level because you want to seem smarter. You want to seem like the smartest person in the room. You know what? I don't want to be the smartest person in the room. I want to be the richest person in the room because I'm able to attract clients to my business in massive amounts of numbers. That's what I want to be. And then when I'm the richest person in the room, I don't even want to tell people I'm the richest person in the room because I don't even care that they know. And neither should you. You should only care about one thing, and that's servicing your clients and giving your clients the best results possible. And if you've been with me long enough, you know that you don't just care care about your clients, you care about your clients' clients. And when you care about your clients' clients, you care about the results that your clients are getting for their clients. That's called second order consequences. And when you focus on second order consequences, suddenly everything starts to open up. But you've simplified. You've simplified the audience that you're speaking to. You've simplified the mechanism that you're communicating them with. Go, just cut it out, unless it works for you. And you're simplifying the messaging every step of the way. When you simplify like that, you no longer have to worry about growing your business. Your business is just going to grow. I'm going to hop over into the chat and see what's going on. I'm still frozen on, oh, maybe I'm not frozen on LinkedIn. I have no idea. Maybe not. Maybe I just, yeah, you know what? I wasn't frozen on LinkedIn. I thought I was. Somebody says, how can we convince our clients that we can do better for them? The way you do that is you convince them in advance of trying to sell to them that you can do better for them. You do that by showing them your core competencies. You show them examples of previous work, even if that work was just work that you did to build a portfolio. You offer them you only do this at the very beginning, offer them a free trial so that they can see that you can give them the results. Those are the ways that you can help your audience know that you can get them a great result. But you have to be out there every single day sending the message to them. Joyelle, I'm talking to you. You have to be sending the message to them every single day that you can give them the result they're looking for, and you can do it better and faster than everyone else. And I know what you can do. You're going to get it done. Okay? So that was a great question. Let me hop over, see if there are any other questions. You can see me on LinkedIn. I made a mistake. I was looking at the LinkedIn feed and I pressed the pause button. So it was just me being, it was me not knowing how to use technology. I was looking at the LinkedIn feed and I pressed the pause button. That is excellent. Cicely says, can I explain the curse of knowledge more? I can, and I only have a minute to do this. The curse of knowledge is very simple. When you get to a point in your business and in your career where you are at the top, you have all of this knowledge. And the curse of knowledge is you forgetting that the people that you're servicing do not have any knowledge in what you do. And you can't get yourself back down to that point where you're able to talk to them in a way that they can understand. And my doctor friend is a great example of this. When they speak, they use all the big doctor terms and they just immediately shut out anyone that's trying to understand a word that they're saying because they're using all the big doctor terms that no non-doctor is going to understand. I don't know Latin, right? I don't know all of the big doctor terms. And when you talk to me in the big doctor terms, I don't know. So I shut down and I stopped listening. If you were trying to sell me something, I'm gone. And the same thing is going to happen to you with the curse of knowledge. When you are so into what you do, you forget to bring it to the level of the person that you're working with. Holy smoke, my time is up. I love you guys. I will be back here tomorrow. I do this every single day. I'll be back here for more conversation and more stuff like this. But I got to shut this down because that was my next meeting, entering my waiting room. Have a great rest of the day on Friday. Thanks for checking in. I'm going to do a 30-second check-in on the chat to see what's going on, to make sure I haven't missed anything. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I see that you are all still here. That's so very nice of you for still being here. How about on YouTube? How'd we do? Yeah, look at that. Still going. Oh my gosh. I say these things are going to be so short and then they end up going so long. Ending the stream. Have a great rest of your Friday.